Welcome to Actual Scale Modelling. This is part 2 of Revell's Vasa. Scale is 1 to 150. In part 1 I just went through what was in the box and my rough plans what I'm going to be doing with the build. In part 2 I'm going to be starting the painting process, which is quite a lot going into before I can even start the build. So let's jump into this and see how well I can get on. To start off with, I've taken the hull off the sprue and I'm just gently cleaning up the little bars here. You can do this a couple of ways. You can take it off with a little bit of number plastic still left on, then gently trim down with your knife. That's the preferred way. Try not to cut it too close to the actual model itself, because there is a danger that you can actually cut the part off. Now, this hull doesn't have many sprue injection points to it, so the cutting up was easy enough to do. But the first thing I really have to do is mix some paint, and I'm using Revell Aquacolor 314 beige 50% and Revell Aquacolor 05 white 50% for this mix. And this colour is for the top of the handrails, and this is the first part that I'll be painting on the actual model itself. For the inside of the hull, it's Revell Aquacolor 382 wood brown, and I only really need to paint the top part of the model here. As you can see here, I'm using the same brown colour just to cut in on the inside of the handrail. Although I'm being careful here, I'm not so worried about the paint going over a little bit, because there will be tidy up parts to do anyway. As long as it's not too much, I'm not going to run into too much trouble here. And then I simply just reapply some of the light mixture once I've painted in the brown. Next I'm laying down Revell Aquacolor 31 Fiery Red. Now this is only for the top part again of the hull, going down and into the detailing here. And then it's Revell Aquacolor 15 Yellow for the border underneath the red. So you can see here. So now I'm going into paint mix Revell Aquacolor 89 beige and Revell Aquacolor 381 brown silk, and it's 80% beige and 20% brown silk, and this is going to be for the main hull. Next I'm using Revell Aquacolor 94 gold, and I'm starting to pick out the details on the hull with this colour. Now I didn't like the gold, and what I've got here is Mr. Hobby H19 Matte Gold, and you can see there the colour difference. It's quite a lot, really, a lot paler. So I thought I would give that a go instead. So I'm just repainting the areas that I painted gold in with this new colour. However, after it dried, it looked more like a white gold colour than a warm gold colour. So I changed it back to the Humber Gold. Now, that went down a lot better than the first time around. So maybe it was just going down on the wrong colour. It was going down on a red, and it was quite difficult to pick up the gold colour with that background. So that's probably the reason why the Revell Gold didn't stand up too well. And it's a coat of Revell Aquacolor 31 Fiery Red. This is for the stern of the hull. Initially I had it brown, but I changed it to red, the proper colour. A little mistake there by me. So now it's back onto the painting of the hull. As you can see there, I'm quite far through it at the moment, and it's just little touches here and there building up the detailing of the actual hull. There's so much painting to do. So far it's taken me about 4 days just to get to this stage. It's quite intricate work. There's all these little figures that have to be painted in different colours. So instead of just showing you the colours as I do them, I'm going to be just listing all the colours that I used on these figures. And they are 15 yellow, 50 light blue, 88 ochre blue, 331 purple red, and 360 fern green. So the 5 main colours there, and they're mostly just tiny little strokes on each figure that I'm using for these. Ideally, I would have liked the camera to zoom in a bit more, but when I was zooming in, it's the age-old problem. It was just too blurry for it to be any good. So this is about the close I can get. This is about optimal for my camera, unfortunately. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm not showing you individual steps here, because it's just it's too busy. Probably a better word to show you exactly what is going on. But hopefully you can get the gist what I'm painting and how I'm painting it. I'm using a very fine brush. I also have a magnifying glass on to zoom, so I can get right into it and see exactly what I'm painting. But it's just minute bits of paint on some of them to achieve the look. Here I'm doing the stern piece, or the back piece of the hull. This is the top part, and I'm using the exact same paints which I just listed, and just going around and painting in the detail. So you can see here it coming together. The white part is the Mr. Hobby white, the gold colour, which I'm going to be painting over. As you can see, there's a slight golden colour to it, but I want it to be more a deeper colour. So I'm just going over it once more with the Revell Aquacolor 94 Gold. And the area here I'm painting with the gold is only a background colour before the other colours go in. So that's the blues and the greens that I'll be placing on. Mixing another set of colours here now, and it's Revell Aquacolor 17 African Brown, that's 80%, and Revell Aquacolor 89 Beige, and that's 20%. And this colour is to make up for the deck. This colour gives it a really nice wooden feeling to the deck. Generally I achieve this by placing on a light colour, then some light colour to change the colour as a wash. But this is turning out to be a really nice colour for a bit of decking. So I'm going to have to remember this mix next time I do a bit of decking. Going back to Revell Aquacolor 382 Wood Brown, and I'm starting the process for the cannons. So this is the deck for the actual cannons that I'm painting here. Now, these cannons are moulded in the bases. It's only the barrels I have to paint separately, and I'm using Revell Aquacolor 95 Bronze. This is quite a nice colour if you've ever used it before. It can go on quite thinly, and it leaves a nice dark deep sheen bronze colour to whatever you're painting. And then switching to Revell Aquacolor 314 Beige, and this is for the bases of the cannons. Now I should say at this point, you don't really have to paint this much detail into these cannons, because you really won't see them. They'll all be closed up. You may catch little glimpses of them, hence why I'm painting them in. But I'm not putting any real finesse into it. I'm just painting them in block colours. However, the cannons themselves, I am painting more accurately with them, because you will see them on mine, because I am having the cannons out. So you will see them sticking out. So I wanted to put more detail into them. And once they were painted, it was just a simple case of a little bit of cement onto the base to then applying the actual cannon itself. I'm going to be using Mr. Hobby H2 Gloss Black at the end, just to give the darker contrast on the tip of the barrel. And this is where I'm actually going to end the video as well. There's still quite a bit of painting to do. I've got the stern to finish off, and a few touch-ups here and there before I can think about closing up the hull and placing in these cannons. So in the meantime, if you haven't done so already, why don't you check out the channel for my other builds? If you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and you'll be kept up to date with all my builds, including this one of course. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to share the video. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Bye bye.